Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is great, Reptile Army. Have you ever wanted to do something that you're really passionate about, really wanted to do it, but everyone told you that you can't? Well, I'll be totally honest with you, that's been my entire life. For instance, people told me my whole life that I couldn't breed snakes for a living. When I was a kid, I was just fascinated with snakes, and I just wanted to work with them whatever way I could, and breeding snakes seemed like a good opportunity to kind of be able to work with snakes, and it was just a budding business. I've told you guys this so many times that when I started breeding snakes, it was just a hobby for most people, and there were no professional breeders. We didn't really know if there was a hobby that was going to turn into an industry, which turned into hundreds of millions or maybe even billion-dollar industry when you talk about across the board with it. And you know, I still always said I could do it, even though everyone was like saying, don't do it, you're making a mistake, it's never going to work out, go to school, get a job, do whatever the case is. And you know, all these years later, I still really never had the support from my parents, per se, my siblings or anything. Everyone always thought I was silly. But for 27 years, my main income was breeding snakes. That's right. That's what we did. BHB Reptiles, which by the way, we have a Black Friday sale coming, but it's going to be a banger. But you know, it was my main income for 27 years, and still even showing my family that I was being a success and I was doing what I loved and it was all working out so well, they were still saying it's a mistake. You need to get away from this and so like that. And I think that that's the thing. When people say you can't do it, sometimes it gives you the motivation to kind of prove them wrong, right? It's not the reason you should do something, but it certainly can light a little bit of a fire underneath you. And I always want to tell you guys that, you know, I know it can be difficult when you're trying to follow your dreams and people are telling you you can't do it. And sometimes it's not just like your family members. I remember when I first started wanting to get into television, when YouTube really wasn't even a thing, and I remember meeting with an executive from a network and literally talking with them, and they told me point blank, they said, Brian, I promise you that you're not what networks want. You're never going to get a TV show, so you should just really give up because it's not going to work out. And again, you know, it could easily have broken my spirits, but I continued to try, and I've been on so many TV shows over the last 10 years, and obviously even had a series on Discovery Channel, of course, called Venom Hunters, you know, and that was really in my early days of YouTube. But the fact is that if I would have listened to that one executive that told me you can't do it, I know you can't do it, I would have never achieved that goal, right? And that was a goal of mine. Now, really, I don't know that I'll ever do TV again because YouTube is really where I want to spend, as well as all other social media platforms. That's not saying I'll never do TV, but it'd have to be the right situation. It's kind of interesting how it's come full circle, right? Where I want to do TV so bad, but now I actually turn down TV shows the majority of the time because I don't want to do TV. But I never forget the fact that that executive, and feeling so brokenhearted about it, but then when I started to actually get some TV gigs, I thought to myself, they didn't know what they were talking about. And I thought, how many people would someone like that have told, and that did break their spirit and they didn't move forward and maybe not achieve that dream, right? I wouldn't let anyone do that to me. I believe that I could do it, and I did do it, and it's absolutely amazing. And I want you guys to continue to take this from what I'm telling you today, because if you have a dream and you want to follow that dream, don't let anyone take that away from you. You know, the same exact thing happened when it came to YouTube. When I first started YouTube in 2008, I had some kind of YouTube experts at the time tell me that you can't be successful on YouTube if you're not a teenager. It's a young person's game. You're definitely too old. Plus, reptiles are probably not going to fly. It's all about cute cats and about funny skits and so on like that. And it was a little bit discouraging, right? Because I was kind of thinking YouTube could kind of build my DNA on the internet, and ultimately maybe it would lead to TV stuff or whatever, not knowing that YouTube would grow to what it actually grew into. And the fact is obviously we've been pretty successful on YouTube with 3.3 million subscribers, which by the way, thank each and every one of you guys, and growing every day. So, you know, I guess it just, you know, it's so difficult when experts and people that you really look up to tell you can't do something. It's really easy to just say, okay, I guess it's not meant to be, I can't go down that path. But the fact is that it's almost like gives you the motivation, right? You know, and listen, I never went back to anyone that told me I couldn't do something and threw it in their face. That's not what I do. But I do leave that little bit of chip on my shoulder and say, you know what, I'm going to prove them wrong. This is a dream of mine. I want to do it. And over the last, you know, 14 years that I've been on YouTube, it's been an amazing journey to see the community grow, to see the channel grow, to see all the people and interact and get to know all of you guys is absolutely amazing. And I just think to myself, again, all of that opportunity would have been stolen if I would have listened to those people that told me I couldn't do YouTube, right? So listen, I'm going to continue going on because I'm sure the rest of my life I'm going to be told that I can't do things. and I'm going to continue to do the best I can do to prove everyone wrong. I talked to so many of my financial friends when I wanted to open up the Reptarium. I remember having long conversations saying, I think a reptile zoo would be so amazing, and I'm going to be honest with you, to a person, every single one of them said it's what they call a passion project. They said it is a waste of money, that basically if you want to do it, take money that you're never going to make back because you are never going to be successful at it. It's never going to make you money. It's never going to turn a profit. It's never going to work. And that wasn't just one person. That was every single financial person that I know told me to not do the Reptarium. But the thing was, is I had a dream to have a reptile zoo, and honestly, I didn't care if it was successful or not because it was for me. I built a Reptarium for me more than anything, and from day one, you guys know it's crushed. I mean, it's been so successful, so much so that we've expanded once. Now we're into a giant expansion coming up, and the fact is that if I would have listened to all those people and said, you know what, they're right, I can't do this, I can't follow my dream, I can't open up a Reptarium because it's not going to work, and I don't want to waste all that money, because we put a lot of money, time, and energy into opening up even 1.0, not to mention 2.0 and what's about to happen with 3.0 and 5.0. But the fact is that I did it because I believed in it, and just because someone told me I couldn't do it wasn't going to stop me from doing it. I wanted to go forward with my dream, and even if that dream turned out to where I never made my money back, it still would have been worth it because I would have had a place I really loved. But as it worked out amazing. And my point is that if you have a good idea and you really feel passionate about it, you can't really listen to other people that are naysayers, because that's always going to happen. People are always going to tell you can't do it. It's stupid. Don't breed snakes. Don't open up a reptile zoo. Don't go after your dreams. Don't do this. Do the normal thing. Get a job. Whatever the case is. The fact is that you gotta follow your dreams. And sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. But when they do work out, it's absolutely amazing. Obviously, we expanded into 2.0 and it's been hugely successful to have the extra space, have the extra experiences. It's worked out unbelievably. Even just having the gift shop has been a huge bonus for the business, and it's worked out really well. But when we talk about 3.0, we're talking about a completely different beast here. I mean, we spent a lot of money on 2.0. There's no doubt about it. But now we're talking about $4 million to do the expansion of the Reptarium, do the aquarium, and then do the dig site downstairs. I mean, that's a lot of money. And again, all my friends are saying, Brian, you are crazy for spending $4 million on an expansion. Listen, I want to keep the price low, right? I want it to be family friendly. It's going to be $12, maybe $14 to get into the whole place, whatever the case is. That's a lot of people coming through the door in order to make up $4 million. But the fact is that it's, again, going after my dream, and I really believe that it won't take long before that $4 million is made up and we're profitable. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I believe it's going to happen, and it's going to be an amazing experience no matter what happens. But I do want to say one thing. I love it when you guys give me constructive criticism, when you want to challenge my thinking. It's great, and a lot of times we actually do things because of you guys. You guys may make a comment. Let's take, for instance, the sloth room. It was a snake massage room. We couldn't do it because of COVID, and it sat there, and it was a comment on YouTube that said, why don't you turn it into a sloth room? And here we are a year later, and Drogo's been a huge hit, right? So I really love your comments, and then by no means am I trying to say what I'm about to tell you guys is because you guys have terrible comments. What I'm trying to say is I want to address a few of the things that you guys always are concerned about. One of the first things is that, Brian, why would you expand the business where you're at? Why don't you just buy another building? Well, there's a couple things I want to talk about here. Number one is the fact that I've got to stay in Utica because Utica is amazing to me. They are so supportive. This city's only 2 miles by 2 miles. It's a small city, and literally, if I went north, south, east, or west of here, I couldn't do what I do. The cities wouldn't allow me to have a reptile zoo. So Utica is a must, and there's not a lot of buildings in Utica that I can buy. But let's say that I did buy a building in Utica that had enough, square footage, 30,000 square foot. That's probably going to cost me about $2 million to buy that building. Not to mention, I want to be on the frontage, right? I want to be right on Van Dyke where there is tons and tons of traffic. So we're looking at least a couple $1 million. Now we're looking at least probably $2 to $3 million to retrofit that building into what I want it to be with the Reptarium, so like that. And then I have to move my business, which means I'm going to lose some clientele because people are going to not know that I'm here because I'm established here already, right? So we're talking about now taking a project that's going to cost $4 million to expand and maybe spending $5 million and costing myself some actual income with the fact that I may lose some clientele. And a lot of people say that it's really ridiculous that I put an aquarium on the top floor, like all that water and all that weight on the top floor. Why not put it on the bottom floor? Well, the fact is, these buildings have basements. And these basements actually have no support either, right? So if we were able to put an aquarium on the main floor, we would actually have to come and rip out all of the floor in the cement, put new foundations in here just to support the actual aquariums on top. So believe it or not, it would cost more money to put the aquarium on the first floor and move the Reptarium to the second floor than it would to go ahead and build the structure ready to go with the steel supports for the second floor, right? That way it's all set and ready to go. And not to mention the actual work it would take to move the reptiles upstairs, displacing them, the stress on the animals, all that type of stuff. I understand that it makes sense, right? You don't put water on the top floor, but I always say, think about a New York high-rise building with a penthouse that has a swimming pool on the top floor, 100 floors in the air. You can do anything with support as long as you have the proper engineering. In this case, I understand people saying it makes sense. First floor aquarium, second floor Reptarium, but now you guys understand that because we have basements, it's not like we could put an aquarium on the first floor without doing massive construction, which means we'd have to tear everything out. It would be an absolute nightmare. But again, I get why you would say that, but trust me, we've thought that one through, and the second floor is where it's going. A lot of people have said, you know, Brian, you're a reptile guy. Stick to reptiles. Expand the reptile zoo. Don't do the aquarium. That's silly and stuff like that. And I get it. I totally do. I am a reptile guy. There's no doubt about it. You guys may not know that I'm also a fish guy. I've been keeping fish on and off since I was like 12 years old. I love fish. I've always been fascinated with fish. Now, I will be honest with you. I don't know nearly as much about fish as I do about reptiles, right? Because I work with reptiles every single day for the last 33 years, and I don't work with fish every single day. So I have a lot to learn. But the fact is that if I expand just the reptile zoo, it's going to cost a lot of money, and there's really no additional revenue stream that's going to come from that. So you're kind of throwing the money away, to be totally honest with you. And the fact is also is that, you know, my goal is to get people to love reptiles. The truth really is that there's probably 10 times the people that would go to an aquarium that would go to a reptile zoo, right? So if we get 10 times the people going to the aquarium, and then they say, well, hey, we're right here, we might as well check out this reptile zoo. That gives us an opportunity to educate those people, to turn them into potential reptile lovers, give them an amazing reptile experience where they're like, oh my gosh, you know, I went to this aquarium, I thought it was going to be amazing, but wow, the reptile side was 10 times cooler, or something like that. And I think that's going to happen. So it's an opportunity for us to make the reptile zoo even more successful and bring even more people into the reptile world. So I think it's a win-win. Again, I'm always thinking, how can I get more people involved? And I think by putting an aquarium involved in the Reptarium is going to really, really help it. So again, I get your point about being just a reptile guy, but the truth is you got to expand your horizons to really get to where you want to go. And for people that have been to the Reptarium, another thing that they say is that the parking sucks. I mean, you can see it right here. The road is there, cars are here. Backing out of this is a treacherous thing. I hate this parking. I agree with you 100%. Hence the reason that this wall here is going to be at the edge of this parking lot, and there's going to be no parking here at all. It's all in the back. Well, the fact is that this will be the parking lot here. You can see the parking goes all the way over there and goes all the way over here. This entire lot is actually our lot that will be parking, and the entrance to the building itself isn't going to be in front anymore. It'll be in the back over here, in the corner over here. So we have tons of parking back here. Yeah, it's not parking up front, but like I said, the parking up front is actually dangerous. So the parking here is completely fine. I mean, a ton of parking here. It's going to be much more convenient, and because there's only like 10 or 12 cars up front, everyone else has to park in back and walk all the way up front to get in, and that sucks during the winter time. Now you'll be able to park in the back and walk right in the back door. And listen, guys, your comments oftentimes mold the things we do, so please keep them coming. Don't feel I'm disparaging you guys at all. I mean, I really love your comments. A lot of times it really motivates me to do lots of different things and even changes the path that I'm on. But the fact is when people say that I can't do something, a lot of times it motivates me to actually do it. Whether or not the Reptarium expansion will be a financial success or not is really kind of irrelevant to me because I'm not motivated by money. The fact is I want to get to my dream, and the dream is is to walk through that place and to see all the things that I see in my head and be able to create something that's really magical, an experience-based thing with that is you can't get anywhere. I mean, where in the Midwest are you going to swim with stingrays? Where are you going to be able to do all the things that you could do at the Reptarium? Meet otters, sloths, armadillos, all that type of stuff. That's the dream, right? If it turns out to be a financial success, then that's a huge bonus. My point is that when someone says you can't do it, you don't have to do it to prove them wrong, but you can still use it as motivation. It's like, I know I can, and I know I'm going to do it, and when I do it, it's going to feel even better because everyone was against me and thought that I can't do it. And I want you to have that same mentality about the things that you're passionate about. Don't let someone hold you back from your dream just because they don't believe in your dream. If you've thought things out and are smart about things, go after it. And it doesn't matter if everybody you know says you can't do it. The fact is, if it's a good idea and it's something that's going to make you happy, whether it's a financial success or not, doesn't matter. The fact is, fulfill your dream. So I can't wait to take you guys along on this journey. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Again, we've got a long, long way to go, but every day we get closer and closer to that dream, and I know there's going to be a day in the future where I'm walking through the aquarium, I'm taking the stairs down to the Reptarium, I'm taking the next stairs down to the dig site, and I'm going to be able to just be here by myself, absorbing it, and then I can see people coming in and them enjoying it. It's going to be absolutely wonderful, and I know you guys can achieve the same type of dreams if you believe in yourself and you just go for it and don't ever really listen to the naysayers. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you did. Please do me a favor. Here's a playlist. You can hit a couple other videos. You could do me another favor if you don't mind. On this side, hit that subscription button. That means a lot to me. Have an absolutely wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to somebody, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.